Welcome dear friends to my video lecture on Mahatma Gandhi. His contribution to the development of educational thought for social change. In other words, his education for social change. Let us straight away enter into the topic. Mahatma Gandhi is known as one of the greatest leaders in the world. He was not only a political leader but also a thinker who influenced education, society and humanity. His ideas about education were simple, yet they carried deep meaning. Gandhi believed that education is the key to social change. He thought that if people were educated in the right way, they could transform society for the better. What is Gandhi's philosophy of education? Gandhi's educational ideas were influenced by his belief in truth, satya, and non-violence, ahimsa. He wanted education to be more than just learning from books. For him, education was about building character, promoting self-reliance, and encouraging moral values. Gandhiji wanted education to shape a person's mind, body, and spirit. He believed that education should be closely linked to daily life and the needs of society. One of the central ideas in Gandhi's philosophy of education was Talim or basic education. This system emphasized learning by doing. Instead of focusing only on reading and writing, Gandhiji wanted students to learn through practical work like farming, weaving and crafting. He thought that this type of education would help children understand the dignity of labor and develop useful skills that could help their communities. Gandhiji also believed that everyone, rich or poor, should have access to education. For him, education was for self-reliance and rural development. Gandhiji's vision for education was closely tied to his idea of self-reliance. He believed that India's future lay in its villages. For Gandhiji, educating the rural population was essential for the country's social and economic development. He saw how the British education system had neglected India's villages and he wanted to change that. By promoting skills like farming, spinning and weaving in schools, Gandhiji wanted people to become self-sufficient. He believed that once people were able to meet their own needs through education and work, they would improve their communities and live with dignity. This type of education would empower people to take control of their own lives and reduce dependence on foreign goods and industries. His views on moral and ethical values in education. For Gandhiji, education was not just about learning facts. He thought that education should also focus on building good character. He believed that children should be taught to live a life of simplicity, honesty and non-violence. He wanted them to develop qualities like kindness, patience and tolerance. According to Gandhiji, these values were important for creating a peaceful and just society. He also emphasized the importance of truth and non-violence in education. Gandhiji believed that children should learn how to resolve conflicts peacefully. They should be taught to respect others and stand up for justice without using violence. These moral values, Gandhiji thought, would help build a better society. For him, education was a tool for social change. Gandhiji believed that education could bring about social change. He wanted education to help break down the barriers between different social groups such as caste, religion and class. In Gandhiji's time, Indian society was deeply divided by the caste system and many people, especially those from lower caste, were denied education. Gandhiji worked hard to ensure that education was available to everyone regardless of their caste or social background. He also advocated for the education of women who were often excluded from formal education in traditional Indian society. Gandhiji thought that if women were educated, they could play an important role in improving society. By promoting equal access to education, Gandhiji hoped to create a more just and inclusive society. What is the role of teachers in Gandhiji's educational thought? Gandhiji placed great importance on the role of teachers in education. He believed that teachers should act as role models for their students. They should not only teach academic subjects but also embody the values of truth, non-violence and simplicity. Gandhiji thought that a good teacher would inspire students to live moral and ethical lives. He also believed that the relationship between teacher and student should be based on mutual respect, cordial relationship. Teachers should be caring and understanding, and they should work to help students develop their full potential. According to Gandhiji, education was not just about passing exam, but about helping students become good human beings. Lasting impact of Gandhiji's educational thought. Although Gandhiji's ideas on education were not fully implemented during his lifetime, they have had a lasting impact on educational thought in India and around the world. Many of his principles, such as learning by doing, moral education, and the importance of self-reliance, continue to influence education today. Gandhiji's vision of education as a tool for social change is still relevant. His belief in equality, justice, and non-violence has inspired many educators and social reformers. Gandhiji's ideas remind us that education is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about shaping individuals who can contribute to a better and more just society. How to conclude? How to give concluding remarks for this theme? Mahatma Gandhi's contribution to educational thought. That is, Mahatma Gandhi's contribution to educational thought was rooted in his deep belief in truth, non-violence and social justice. He believed that education should go beyond academic learning and help individuals develop moral values, practical skills and a sense of self-reliance. Gandhiji's ideas on education were revolutionary for his time, and they continue to inspire efforts to use education as a tool for social change. By promoting education that is accessible to all, Gandhiji hoped to create a society that was more equal, just and peaceful. His legacy in education reminds us that true education is not only about learning but also about transforming society for the better. Some of the questions let us examine. What is Mahatma Gandhi known for? Being a scientist, being a political leader and thinker, being a famous artist, being a sportsman. That is, being a political leader and thinker. Gandhi is recognized primarily as a political leader and a thinker who influenced education and social change. What does Gandhi believe education should focus on? Only academic knowledge, building character and moral values, sports and physical fitness, making money. Which is the right one? That is building character and moral values. Gandhiji believed that education should shape character and promote moral values alongside academic knowledge. What is Night Talim? A type of Indian music, a system of basic education, a political movement, or a famous book? What is the correct answer? A system of basic education. Night Talim or basic education emphasizes learning by doing rather than just through books. Learning by doing rather than just through books. Why did Gandhiji emphasize education in rural areas? To keep villages entertained, to promote self-reliance and community development, to create more factories, to reduce the population. Which is the right one? Gandhiji believed that educating the rural population would empower them and help in community development. What skills did Gandhiji promote in education? Sports and entertainment, farming, weaving and crafting, computer programming, business management. Which is the right one? What skills did Gandhiji promote in education? Gandhiji promoted practical skills like farming and weaving as part of education to help people become self-sufficient. What values did Gandhiji think should be included in education? Wealth and power, competition and greed, truth and non-violence, fame and recognition. What value did Gandhi think should be included in education? That is, truth and non-violence. Gandhiji emphasized the importance of truth and non-violence as key values in education. How did Gandhiji view the caste system in India? As an important part of society, as a barrier to social equality, as something to be ignored, as beneficial for education. Which is the right one? How did Gandhiji view the caste system? As a barrier to social equality. Gandhiji viewed the caste system as a barrier to social equality and advocated for education for all regardless of caste. Why did Gandhiji advocate for women's education? To make them work in factories, to limit their roles in society, to empower them and improve society, to teach them household affairs. Why did Gandhiji advocate for women's education? That is to empower them and improve society. Improve the family, through the improvement of the family, improvement of the society. Gandhiji believed that educating women would empower them and allow them to play an important role in improving society. What role did teachers play in Gandhiji's educational philosophy? They were just sources of knowledge. They were to be role models for students. They were to be strict and unapproachable. They were only for discipline. Which is the right one? What role did teachers play in Gandhiji's educational philosophy? Gandhiji believed that teachers should serve as role models, embodying the values they teach. What did Gandhiji believe about the relationship between teachers and students? It should be based on fear, it should be based on mutual respect, it should be based on competition, it should be strict and formal. That is, the relationship between teachers and students should be based on mutual respect, according to Gandhiji. Gandhiji advocated for a respectful and understanding relationship between teachers and students. What was Gandhiji's view on education for social change? It was unimportant. It could bring about social change. It should focus only on science. It should only be for the wealthy. What is the right answer? What was Gandhiji's view on education for social change? That is, it could bring about social change. Gandhiji believed that education could be a powerful tool for bringing about social change. What did Gandhiji want students to learn through practical work? How to earn money, the dignity of labor, how to become famous, how to compete with others. The right answer will be the dignity of labor. Gandhiji wanted students to learn the dignity of labor through practical work, helping them appreciate their skills and efforts. Which aspect of society did Gandhiji want to improve through education? Which aspect of society? That is social equality and justice. So Gandhiji aimed to improve social equality and justice through education. What was one of the key principles of NET-Talim? Focusing only on theoretical knowledge, learning through competition, learning through practical experience, ignoring social issues. What is the correct answer? What was one of the key principles of NET-Talim? That is, a key principle of NET-Talim was learning through practical experience. Gandhiji believed education should be available to whom? Only the wealthy, only men, everyone regardless of background, only those in cities. That is, everyone regardless of background, caste, creed, color. Gandhiji advocated for education to be accessible to everyone, irrespective of caste or social background. What did Gandhiji believe was the true purpose of education? To make money, to pass exams, to transform individuals and society, to create job opportunities. What did Gandhiji believe was the true purpose of education? To transform individuals and society. Gandhiji believed the true purpose of education was to transform individuals and society for the better. What quality did Gandhiji think was essential for teachers? Wealth, creativity, understanding and compassion, popularity. That is, understanding and compassion. Gandhiji believed teachers should possess understanding and compassion to effectively guide students. In Gandhi's views, education should also teach students about winning competitions, material wealth, resolving conflicts peacefully, government politics. So, resolving conflicts peacefully, that is what he expected, from the teachers to teach the students. Gandhiji believed education should teach students how to resolve conflicts peacefully, emphasizing non-violence. How did Gandhiji's educational philosophy influence modern education? It is no longer relevant. It encourages rote learning. It inspires practical and moral education. It promotes individual competition. What is the right answer? How did Gandhiji's educational philosophy influence modern education? That is, it inspires practical and moral education. Gandhiji's educational philosophy continues to inspire practical and moral education today. What did Gandhiji believe about the impact of education on society? It would create divisions, it could bring unity and justice, it would have no impact, it was unnecessary. What did Gandhiji believe about the impact of education on society? That is, education could bring unity and justice. Gandhiji believed that education could help bring unity and justice to society. What method of learning did Gandhiji advocate for? Memorization, competitive exams, learning by doing, group discussions. That is learning by doing. That is why he advocated or manual skills. Gandhiji advocated for learning by doing as an effective method of education. Why is Gandhi considered a revolutionary thinker in education? He rejected all traditional values. He emphasized practical skills and moral values. He promoted only theoretical knowledge. He focused only on science and technology, which is the right one. Why is Gandhiji considered a revolutionary thinker in education? It is because he emphasized practical skills and moral values. Gandhiji is considered a revolutionary thinker because he emphasized the importance of practical skills and moral values in education. What did Gandhiji want to achieve through education for the underprivileged? To create dependency, to empower and uplift them, to limit their opportunities, to keep them ignorant. That is, to empower and uplift them. Gandhiji aimed to empower and uplift the underprivileged through education, promoting equality and justice. How did Gandhiji view the role of education in achieving independence? Unimportant, essential for empowering citizens, only for the elite, focused solely on military training. How did Gandhiji view the role of education in achieving independence? Gandhiji viewed education as essential for empowering citizens and achieving independence from colonial rule. What lasting legacy did Gandhiji leave in the field of education? Education should be exclusive. Education should be practical and inclusive. Education should only focus on academic achievements. Education is not necessary. What lasting legacy did Gandhi leave in the field of education? That is, Gandhi's legacy emphasizes that education should be practical and inclusive, accessible to all. Thank you very much, dear friend. You have got some ideas on his contribution to the development of educational thoughts for social change. The main thrust here is for social change. What are his main ideas? Educational ideas. That is the topic given in the syllabus. We have covered it. Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly. Let us meet in other video lectures.